So we are going to talk about tenses today, and basically there are three basic tenses. They are present, past, and future, but they are further divided into their forms. So what are verb tenses? They are different form of verbs describing something happened in the past or present in the happen in the present or happen in the future. So if we explain or expand these forms, there are 16 tenses in all. Let's review them one by one. So the first tense that we should all know about is present tense. So present tense show the current action that is going to be performed in the present tense, and there are four types of it. If we look at simple present tense and we look at the formula of this, we'll find out that this is subject and verb. So we have already discussed subject. Subject is noun or a pronoun at the person who is performing a certain task. And verb is an action. And there are forms of verbs that we are going to use. But in present tense, we are going to use first form of verb. And then we are going to add s and es with it. Okay, with I, we, you, and they, we will just use first form of verb, but with he, she, and it, or a singular person, we will add ses with the first form of verb. So look at the examples. By looking at the example, you will find out exactly what does I mean. So the example of simple past tense is I take exercise daily. So I is a subject here, take is a simple form of verb, and exercise is a predicate or the um, on the on the thing on which we are doing exercise. What we are doing? We are doing exercise and daily. And the second sentence is she reads a book in the library. So read, with read you add ses because this is a singular person. So this is the basic structure of simple present tense. Now we look at continuous tense, and we also call it gerund. Continuous tense is a tense in which the work is going on at that time. And we are going to use helping verb in present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, if we look at the structure, that is subject and helping verb and the main verb. So the difference that we were discussing that day between linking verb and helping verb, the difference is that helping verb are used with the main verb, and they all can be used as linking verb. So they are one and the same, the linking verbs and the helping verb, but the difference is that helping verbs are used with the main verb. Okay, but linking verb can be used with adjectives and adverbs. So here is an example of linking verb. Linking verb here are is, are, and am. So in the structure of present continuous tense, we will have subject and then linking verb. They can be is, are, and am. This is present tense. In present tense, we will use is, are, am with the main verb.
Sadia, kindly is am are they helping verb or the linking verb?
They are both helping and linking verb. Okay, but if they're
Both.
used with the main
Yeah.
verb, for example, if they
Okay.
are used as uh, helping verb, she is doing a work. She is doing a
Yes.
work. So she is used as a helping verb here because it is
Yes.
used with the main verb.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
so it is used as
Yes.
a main verb. So whenever
Yes.
a helping verb is used with the main verb, that is a helping verb. Okay, and
Yes,
we will,
it's clear.
yes. So now we look at the example now. He is playing football. So this is an example. He is a subject here. Is a helping verb because it is used as a with the main verb. Main verb here is play. Okay. He does playing football. He does playing football. Does is also helping verb. Okay. It is used as a helping verb here. He does his work. If we say he does his work, that is a main verb. We use does as a main verb. So their usage makes them linking verb or the main verb. Okay, but they can be used as linking verb or helping verb. Okay, he is playing football. Playing is with play is a main verb and ing is used with the continuous tense. He is playing football. It means this work is going on right now. I am. With I, remember you always use am. You never use is with am. I am studying in a high school. This is, another example. Uh, Now we come to present perfect tense. Present perfect tense are, this is the structure of present perfect tense in which we use a subject, then we use has, have with it, and then the verb. And then the rest of the sentence is being, related with it. So subject is the pronoun or a noun, then helping verb is has and have. So here has and have are used as helping verbs. They are not used as main verbs. So they are helping verbs. They are helping the main verb. The examples of present perfect tense is he has made this colorful chart. So he has made. So has shows that this is the thing which is done in the present, but it is done in a perfect manner. He has made this colorful chart. And I have. With he, she, and it, we use has. With I, you, we use have. I have completed my assignment. It means that I have completed it in a perfect manner. So this is present perfect tense. Now the fourth type of tense for present is present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense means that the work is going on in the present. It is perfect and it has been continuing for this period of time. So the main identification for this type of tense is that we usually use for and since with it because this is present, something which is going on in present in a perfect manner and it is continuous, and this is the structure: subject, has and have, and you are going to add been into it. Has been working, has been studying,
Okay.
have been
What
portraying,
लगाया है? आप कुछ
ha-
ना करना फिर बंद है.
have been. Kindly mute your phones, mute your mic so that there won't be any background noise. So the structure is has, have with been, verb, and ing. So the subject in the example is I have been completing my assignment for the last 3 days. I have been completing. It means that I have been, still I'm doing it, and I have been completing it for the last 3 days. So here I is a subject, has been is a helping verb, complete is a main verb, and with complete we have to use ing because this is continuous. We also call it gerund. My assignment for the last 3 days. So we use for and since here. And the second example here is she has been working in this department since 2017. So she is a subject, has been helping verb is a main verb here, ing is gerund, And in this department, she's working in this department since 2017. So these are the examples of all 4 types of tenses. That is present simple, present continuous, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous. And for the use of for and since, I want to make it clear, participant, that if you have exact point of time, then you use since in a present, in any perfect tense. In present perfect tense, it can be past perfect tense. If you have point of time, exact point of time, for example, you know that I have been working in that department since 2017, so you know exact point of time, morning, evening. So if you are using and giving exact point of time, then you use since. But if you know, and if you know that this has been done for a period of time, so then you will use for. So for the point of time, you use since, and for the period of time, we use for. So remember this, that if we have exact time, we have exact, like for example, we have exact point of time that since morning I have been doing this, since evening, since last night. So if we have exact point of time, then we use since in a perfect tense. But if we do not have exact time and we have period of time for many days, for many years, okay, for a couple of weeks, so then we are going to use for in a perfect tense. Now we come to simple past. Simple past tense. In simple past tense, what we are going to use, we are going to use second form of verb with structure. The structure is that with subject, we are going to use verb, regular verb or irregular verb. For example, he slept last night. He slept last night. So slept is a irregular verb, and that is a second form of verb of sleep. He slept last night. The example here are, he completed the assignment. This is a regular verb in which they just add ed into it. This is a regular verb. I read the newspaper. Here we have to see that read and read, their spellings are same, but their pronunciation is different. So I read the newspaper yesterday. Okay, I completed my task. I learned the lesson. So we are going to use simple form of verb, but that is second form of verb, which is a past form of verb, and we are going to use it in simple past tense. Then we come to past continuous tense. Again, as we have discussed present continuous tense, the work is being done, but it was being done in the past. So the structure of past continuous tense is subject, was or were. So here helping verbs are was and verb. So these was and verb are here used as helping verb because they are used with the main verb. So remember, when there is main verb and there are linking verbs with it, they are called helping verbs. And then we are going to obviously add ing because this is gerund and this is a continuous tense. The examples are, he was reading the newspaper. So he is a subject, it's a pronoun. Was is helping verb here. Read is a main verb and ing is gerund. The book is the predicate and the rest of the sentence, and we can also say this is object. Here the is article and book is, object, is a noun. So we will say the book here because if the letter starts with vowel, then we say the. Remember this, the end. But if there is consonant After the, we call it the book, because B is a consonant. It's not a vowel. So we say the book. We will not say the book. Okay? We will only say the with vowels. The second example of past continuous tense is I was going to the park for a morning walk. So I was going to the park for a morning walk. So I, again, a pronoun, was is a helping verb, go is a main verb, ing is a continuous form, to is a preposition, the article, park is a noun, common noun, for preposition, a article, morning walk. Walk is a noun and morning is used as an adjective here. What type of a walk? Morning walk. Then after this, we come to past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is the tense in which we are going to use subject, had. So remember, in past perfect tense, we only use had. We are not going to use have or has. And we are going to use third form of verb here. For example, I'm giving you an example: buy, bought, bought. So buy is the first form, bought is the second form, bought is again B-O-U-G-H-T, bought is the third form. So you will use the third form here. Sleep, slept, slept. Climb, climbed, climbed. Walk, walked, walked. Speak, spoke, spoken. So spoken is used here. Okay, third form of verb is used here. The examples are, I had finished my homework. So see, this is a subject I, had is a helping verb, finish is a main verb, and the third form of finish is finished, my homework, predicate. He had completed his task. He had. Again, had is used as a helping verb, completed is the third form of verb, and the task. And
And
remember, and remember,
Miss
Mhm.
Miss Adia, I have heard that we use past perfect in conditional sentences. If we have yet, till, before in the sentences, then we will use the past perfect. Otherwise, we can't use the past perfects. Kindly correct me and kindly clear my idea. Okay.
When we discuss the detail about conditional sentences, then definitely, if there one part of the tense is present, one part of the tense is present, half of it is present, and you are making a compound and complex sentence, then the second half will be perfect tense. This will go for present and for past both. Okay, and this is if I would have done this, I had finished it. If you using conditional sentences there, if I was or if I were a professional, I had finished my work. So you are using simple past, and in the same sentence, then you are going to use perfect tense with conditional. You are right. Then we come to past perfect continuous tense. In past perfect continuous tense, the structure is subject, had, been, verb, ing, and again we are going to use since and for here. For and since in the same way, he had been completed his assignment for the last 2 days. I had been playing football since morning. So again, we are going to use had been, gerund, for or since in this. So we are going to do an activity on this now, which is about let me take out that. So if we just quickly review it, we will find out, and I'm going to provide you these resources as well. G, please read this text. Who is going to read this text for me?
Me? May I read it?
G, please read this text, Miss Noreen. Can you read this text for me?
I will zoom it and then I will able to read it out.
G,
Well,
I will. G.
now you are asking, may I read it out?
G, please read it out for me.
Okay, sure. It was the loneliness that frightened me. Now trees grew around this lake. It lay open to the sky, and there was always a still silence above it. Sometimes a swan called out, but it was a mournful cry and only accentuated, is it? Am I
Accentuated.
pronouncing it?
Accentuated.
Okay.
Accentuated, yes. I haven't put my glasses actually. Accentuated the lake's isolation. After a while, I crawled into the water and continued on, keeping erect by moving my arms in a swimming stroke on the surface till I reached the edge of the drop. Long, pale
Into
stems
the
of into the clear water where I could see the long pale stems of weeds swaying like
I stood
snake.
there moving.
Yes, please.
Line skip किया आपने. I stood there moving my arms.
Moving my arms and looking down into the lake, into the clear water where I could see the long pale stems of weeds swaying like snakes as we stretched out from the steep side of the submerged terrace.
Thank you.
I
Thank
looked
you.
up.
Thank you. Please. Thank you. Okay, Saima, you continue from here.
It was hard for me without glasses to read it out. Well,
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. G. Saima, can you read from here? I looked up at the
Okay.
sky.
Okay. I looked up at the sky and it was immense above me. An empty dome of sky with a floor of blue water. I was alone in the world and I was afraid. I stood there a little while, then drew a breath and struck out over the drop. As I moved forward, a cold tendril of leaves clung for a moment to my. Sorry, your screen is not stable. Okay,
G,
for
please.
my trailing legs, then the next one. Okay, slipped away and I was swimming in water that I felt went down beneath me forever. I wanted to turn back, but I kept on, moving my arms with a slow rhythm while I kept repeating over and over in my mind, don't be frightened now. Don't be frightened now. Don't be frightened now.
Thank
I
you.
turned.
Thank you. Thank you, Saima. G. Amna. Miss Amna, can you read from here?
I turned gradually, and when I was facing the shore again and saw how far away it seemed to be, I panicked for a moment and turned up the water with my arms, but the voice within my kept on, and I recovered myself and swam slowly again. I crawled out onto the shore as if I were an explorer returning home from a long journey of danger and privation. Uh, privation. The lakeside was now no longer a lonely place of fear, but a very lovely place of sunshine and grass. And I whistled as I dressed. I could swim from I Can Jump
Okay.
Puddles by Helen Marshall.
Okay, thank you so much. Your task for today is that you are going to pick up past tense from here, all the types of past tense from the text that we have read today, and submit me your assignment. All right. And you have to pick up helping verbs here. Helping verbs, main verbs, and all the types of past tense that we have studied about. All right, now we come to the other slide that we were doing. And this is the sheet that I would like to share with you about the tenses. Is this clear on the screen now? Okay, these tenses, structure and examples. Are they clear?
Yes.
So you have
Yes,
to
they
go
are
through
clear.
it, that these are the tenses. Their structure is written here that we have studied today. Simple present tense, subject, verb, and SES. Examples are there. She reads a book in library. Then present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. So you have to go through it. I'm sharing this in the group, and you have to complete the task that I have given you. All right. Now, I gave you an assignment in which you are going to speak for few minutes about the parts of speech that we have already discussed. Can you speak and identify and tell me the parts of speech that you identified from the passages that I've already given?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't send you.
जी ताहरा आपने मुझे send कर दिया, but you have to speak on that as well.
That is how to me.
These are the ones that you have chosen. My Wonderful Family.
No, the last one that is my family, I think. No,